Hello, book lovers, and welcome to Book Talk Radio Club. My name is Claire Perkins, and today I'm talking to author Wendy L. Anderson. Wendy is the author of Redemption of the Fallen, the follow-up to Of Demonkind, her debut fantasy novel. Hi, Wendy. First of all, welcome, and thank you for coming back on Book Talk Radio Club.
Thank you, Claire. It's really nice to talk to you again.
Oh, thank you. So, Wendy, the last time we spoke on Book Talk Radio Club, you had just published Of Demonkind. How's the book been received?
I think of Demonkind has been pretty well received. I've really been thrilled about some of the comments and positive reviews I've gotten, as well as the requests for the next books. It's been really well received, I think.
That's positive. That's good to hear. So tell us about Redemption of the Fallen. I understand it's set 5 years after your hero Lorne liberated himself from Lanlo, the evil red sorcerer.
Yes, 5 years have passed since the book one, and the kingdom of Jeor has grown and prospered under Lorne's rule as king. And Lily is, of course, his queen, and they now have two children. If you recall in the first book, Lorne wasn't sure who was going to be coming after him and Lily, the red sorcerer or her father, and the other kingdoms. In book two, all of the forces of Vet come against them, and they are drawn into a war and must protect everything that they've built together.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the threat of war, Lorne is summoned by a race of winged beings who claim kinship with him. And this kind of opens a whole new chapter in Lorne and Lily's lives and affects everything about his family, his kingdom, and their future together. They also take this new race of winged beings, take the whole Kingdom of Jeor series into new directions with new characters and new adventures.
Well, that's perfect. It leads me perfectly into the next question. I write non-fiction, and I'm always amazed how authors, especially authors of fantasy, create entire mystical worlds from their imagination. It's just dumbfounds me. What inspired you to come up with the Kingdom of Jeor?
Well, it kind of started with the concept in the first book, that question about what happens to the evil guy, the evil prince after he's defeated. Lorne, even though he was the second in command to his evil father during their campaign to take over the whole mythical continent of Vet, I just pictured him after the great defeat, hiding away in his black castle and I just kind of picture what the kingdom looked like in my mind's eye, and
Amazing.
added a few of my favorite things like mountains, snow, waterfalls, and forests. The other part is I really want my readers to see, hear, smell, and feel my characters' surroundings, so they to feel their emotions.
You want them to become immersed in the world, that world.
Yes, exactly. And after that beginning, it was just really easy to create the Kingdom of Jeor, which created itself as the characters and their stories developed.
And your characters, what kind of people are they, Lorne and Lily in particular?
I'd say at the core of each of my characters is a sort of heavenly goodness, especially Lorne. I wanted to show that even though he was evil in the beginning, he fights who he was in his dark past. In Redemption of the Fallen, the circumstances they're forced into are really terrible, and Lorne shows that he can still rise above what people thought he was and tap into the goodness within. Of course, Lily is always, as she was, compassionate, maternal, fiercely protective of her family and her relationship with Lorne. So in book two, I introduced many new characters. My antagonistic characters, I wanted to display the baser side of human nature, such as greed, lust, selfishness, and blind ambition. And as the story develops, they reap what their hearts have sown.
Huh. Karma hits them again, huh? So what type of reading audience are your books aimed at?
Well, my goal has always been to appeal to the broad base of fantasy lovers. My hope is that male and female fantasy lovers would enjoy my books. Because I'm a romantic at heart, there is an element of romance in my fantasy books, mainly because I feel that's realistic. the logical progression, if you will. I do not want my work to be defined by the fact that there's a sex scene or two in there. If I want my audience to take away anything from Of Demonkind and Redemption of the Fallen, it's that sense that everyone is redeemable no matter how bad they've lived their lives through their belief in the Creator.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's a morality tale as well.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Well, congratulations. I see you're already receiving great reviews for Redemption The Fallen over on Amazon, including, again, a well-paced and well-executed story. I couldn't put it down. That's great. What was the best moment for you, the first sale or the first review, and why?
Well, sales are wonderful. Obviously, that keeps the stories coming. But the first review definitely is always the best. Like the one that you mentioned really did my heart good. I just love to hear that my readers are waiting for my next book.
Sure.
And additionally, when they say that they couldn't put it down or that it was well written, that just keeps me writing.
It makes it all worthwhile.
Yes. Now I just need the people who have bought it to review the book so that after they read them, that helps spread the word about my writing, and then their comments help me become a better writer.
So listeners, please be aware of that. All authors need reviews. Take some time to do
it. Exactly.
Will there be a third book set in the Kingdom of Jeor, or will you be writing something completely different?
Well, I have 2 more books about the Kingdom of Jeor that are completed.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I have 2 other stories that are in progress. So I have a lot of Kingdom of Jeor stories I would like to publish eventually. However, I also have 2 other fantasy-type books that I've written that are standalone works. I'd love to get those published and just to publish them all someday.
Right. Busy person, aren't you?
Yeah, my brain is.
As an author of 2 books in the fantasy genre, what important piece of advice would you give to new fantasy authors?
Well, I would say write what you want. Don't follow someone else's formula or script or popular subject matter. Look for originality. Also, never give up on your dreams to write. Even if people don't like it, write because it's in your blood and it's in your heart.
Oh, beautifully put. Absolutely beautifully put. I see from your bio that you live in Colorado and are mum to 2 boys. You can't get much peace and quiet to write. Where's Wendy's writing space for inspiration and creative flow?
Well, that's very true. Yes, about the peace and quiet. Right now, while it's spring weather and it's so beautiful out, I take my laptop outside and write. Otherwise, I can always be found in my green chair, getting inspiration from my view of the Colorado mountains.
Oh, but that's inspirational enough. Yeah, I know that one.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing how just nature and looking out of my window is inspirational. It's amazing.
The most perfect inspiration is simple. So where can Book Talk Radio Club listeners purchase Of Demonkind and Redemption of the Fallen?
Yeah, both of my books are on Amazon.com, hard copy and ebook, and also at Barnes & Noble's on Nook. I also have a fabulous new website at www.wendylanderson.com, where people can find out more about me and my books and my writing.
Thank you for that, because I really enjoyed creating it for you. Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
It really is beautiful. I really do love it.
Good, that's lovely. All right, thank you, Wendy. That was lovely. Please come back on Book Talk Radio Club when you've published your next book. I'd love to chat with you and hear more. In the meantime, good luck for the future, and thank you, everyone, for listening to Book Talk Radio Club. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Claire. I really appreciate it.
Sure. Bye now.